Now, let's go back to when I was sitting with Simon Cowell and Amanda Holden on the Britain's Got Talent judging panel. Susan was chatting to us before she auditioned, and she told us she had one very particular ambition.
OK, and who would you like to be as successful as?
Elaine Page.
I was inundated with emails from people from all over the place telling me to go onto YouTube and watch this performance. She came along at a time when the world was a bit weary and dispirited with the recession, and she sort of just lifted us all out of it for this moment in time.
Together, for the very first time, please welcome Elaine Page and Susan Boyle.
Nothing is so good, it lasts eternally. Perfect situations must go wrong, but this has never yet prevented me wanting far too much for far too long. Looking back, I could have played it differently. Want a few more moments, who can tell? But it took time to understand the man. Now at least I know him well. Wasn't it good? Oh, so good. Wasn't he fine? Oh, so fine. Isn't it madness? He can't be mine. But in the end, he needs a little bit more than me. More security. He needs his fantasy and freedom. I know him so well. No one in your life is with you constantly. No one is completely on your side. And though I'd move my world to be with him, still the gap between us is too wide. Looking back, I could have played it differently. On a few more moments, who can tell? Just a little kid. When I was ever so much younger then. Now at least I know him well. Wasn't it good? Oh, so good. Wasn't he fine? Oh, so fine. Isn't it madness? He won't be mine. Didn't I know how it would go if I knew from the start? Why have I fallen
actually sure who was the most excited there, but it was probably me. Anyway, time for more of Susan's story. After dealing with the pressures of her overnight fame, Susan began to finally relax and enjoy herself.
She was kind of back to her cheeky self, but I said to her, Susan, you know, if we're going to make the record, there's no release date, there's no time period on this. It takes a year, it takes a year. If it takes 6 months, it takes 6 months. It doesn't matter. Just enjoy the process.
Oh, well, after 23 years of a wait, to be told you're making a record with someone as big as Simon Cowell, it's sort of breathtaking, really. Takes your breath away.
I wanted to make a record which represented her. I wanted her to be able to make a record and feel proud of it, and also have that feeling of you weren't expecting that either, were you? And I said this to Susan, I really, really want you to enjoy this. And what I will promise you, I will make you sound better than even you believe possible.
Now that the whole pressure of Britain's Got Talent is over and Susan now is singer in her own right, she's beginning to really enjoy it.
She loves being at the studios, and that was maybe one of her happiest times when she was in the studios recording her album.
Seems to me she's having a whale of a time, and I think the more she does it and the more she experiences it, the more she'll be able to deal with it better.
She wants to go and sing as a living, but then come back and be normal with normal people.
My mum's from Blackburn. My mum's quite happy sitting at home watching TV with a rich tea and a cup of tea. You understand? Susan's like that. Life's all about contentment.
Was Susan Boyle right to dream a dream? Yes. Susan Boyle was good for all of us. I mean, she was certainly good for me, because I look at me in that first audition and I saw something which I didn't particularly like, which was incredibly judgmental. So I think Susan is going to help an awful lot of people who didn't have the confidence to do this.
When I looked in the mirror to begin with, I saw this wee wifey with a mad hairdo and the bushy eyebrows. Now when I look in the mirror, I see this sophisticated lady. I think I strub it quite well.
Coming up, Susan sings her classic, that moved her to tears when she recorded it for her album. Plus, the song we've all been waiting for. Welcome back to the Susan Boyle story. Now, it's every performer's dream to conquer America, the ultimate land of opportunity and the hardest to crack. For Susan, who'd never even been there, it seemed like a dream too far. But how wrong was she?
We love you, Susan.
Susan Boyle hitting America was literally like a hurricane. The nearest thing to the Beatles mania of the 60s returning to America. It was unbelievable.